mess, but watch how I eat this. So on my time on TikTok, I've amassed 81,000 followers. Pretty sure all 81,000 of those followers came from me running my mouth, talking shit, being a kind of a messy little bitch who lives for drama, but not so messy that it's like, but messy enough where once I kind of realized, you know what, maybe I could actually do something with social media, I kind of got to a mindset where I'm like, being messy no longer made sense. There's certain rooms you want to be in, and there's certain goals you want to accomplish, certain things you want to do, certain places you want to be, certain people you want to be around. You can't always be a messy bitch who lives for drama. You can't always have an opinion on everything. And see, the reality is we actually can have an opinion on everything. You just don't have to post it every time you have it. Love my Yapper mutuals. I don't want to give a Wendy Williams type vibe. I don't want to be someone who people don't really want to hang around because they know I'm going to talk shit about anything that comes across the For You page in regards to them. Pause for the blow dry. So I am rebranding. Instead of being a messy bitch who lives for drama and kind of low-key picks low-hanging fruit when it comes to content, because we know what gets views, girl. Like, it's real easy to garner a few 100,000 views to get the check at the end of the day, but what is that gonna do for me long-term other than pay some things that I need paid now? How is that going to create any kind of career for me? I'm not saying it can't, because, you know, there's girls who do well at actually breaking beyond the yap barrier. That sounds so silly, but I don't think I'm one of those girls. And I say that because I'm young. Now, I'm about to be 25, so I'm not as young as I used to be. But I do think that I will get too close to like slipping up and saying some shit that I have no business saying if I keep going that way. Also, honestly, sustainably, running my mouth is not what I want my career to be. Like, I like running my mouth. I do, but I like running my mouth about things I actually care about. Like a TV show that I love to watch, or a movie that I love that I just saw, or that I just love in general. Like certain videos, like if I've talked about, and not to be so young, but when I talked about High School Musical, when I've talked about Cheetah Girls, when I've talked about like finding my elementary school friends, when I've talked about funny things, like making jokes, those are things that I don't mind running my mouth and yapping about. My lips are so dry. I have Vaseline in a bag, don't judge me. I'm trying to get all that out before I dig back into my jar. But, actually I need to put the Vaseline on my face anyway. I have sat on 81,000 followers for a year, trying to figure out what can I possibly post about? What can I talk about? What is my thing? What's something that I enjoy making content around enough that I also feel like other people can enjoy? And I really had to sit with myself with it, because there's so many different things I've wanted to do. I'm terrified of being a certain level of vulnerable on the internet, and I don't blame myself for feeling that way, because everybody that I love that has been vulnerable, like for example, Aaliyah J is a perfect example. She was extremely vulnerable these past couple weeks, and people have been dragging her for her vulnerability. And that's just why I refuse to let strangers into my life that deeply. I'm not exactly someone that I'd paint as a lifestyle creator. You just have to sometimes have a certain aesthetic to be able to do lifestyle for real. Even though certain presentations are not my tea, are not my gig, this presentation, and you'll see the outfit in a minute, this presentation is more so my speed. That is something I can do. So I still plan to do some of the same content that I've always done, which is just have a laugh, have a giggle, kiki kaka. I just don't want to do it at the expense of other creators that I may want to work with in the future, or that I just don't want to do it at the expense of other people, because if it ends up being me, shit ain't gonna be so funny. And honestly though, it would be karmic eventually at some point for it to be me, which I think that's the natural order of deciding to be a content creator. There's almost no way around that anymore. Like you're gonna get dragged at some point. You just gonna have to bite it, and it just gonna be what it be. I had a point where I wanted to be like a hair girly, like a wig girly, because I love a good hairstyle, I love a good wig, I love a good moment. But that's not just me. Like, I don't want to center myself completely around that. Thought about being a makeup girly, but I feel like I'm not that into makeup. Like, I am super into makeup in terms of like being in a space where I'm buying a lot more products than what I've bought before. I'm trying a lot more different makeup methods than I usually do. But I'm not full-blown guru, but I guess you gotta start from the bottom to get somewhere anyway. So I thought about being like a fashion girly. And don't get me wrong, I love fashion, but I'm not the most fashionista girly ever. But the thing is, I can be all those things in one. I just have to get there. Like, I have to start somewhere. I have to build something eventually. So this is that. Right now, I'm getting ready to go out. So I'm about to get cute. I'm about to take pictures of the cute. But what I'm really here to talk about is aesthetics. I want to challenge myself in the world of aesthetics. I want to challenge myself with hair. I want to challenge myself with makeup. I want to challenge myself with fashion. And I'm going to start that challenge next month. But it kind of starts here with me talking about it. And then I'll actually do it next month. And it's not a thing of, oh, I'm talking about it now and I'm going to do it next month. The reason I'm doing it next month is my birthday is next month. And I always do a nice little birthday shoot. I've tried to elevate my birthday shoots as I've aged. And this one, I feel like it's going to be my best to date, which is the goal, 25. The theme that I'm doing is going to be the Silver Jubilee, which I'll put the definition of the Silver Jubilee here. I plan to do like a full silver vibe, silver outfit, silver hair, white hair moment. And I just really want to give Silver Queen down. Very quarter life, very quarter coin vibes. But I don't plan to just stop there. The goal is to do an aesthetic of the month. Now I feel like silver is going to be my general aesthetic of the month, but I'm also going to have like a secondary aesthetic because I'm a wig whore and I never keep one wig on for the entire month. Like, actually, I'm actually kind of doing it now, but see, I'm also not going to do it now because I'm going to do Christmas pictures with my son, and I'm not going to wear this wig in the Christmas pictures. I'm going to wear a nice, pretty blonde wig. So I have to do at least 2 wigs a month, and really, I like to do like 3 to 4 if I'm going out for real, but 2 wigs a month if I'm not really going out for real. I might go out a couple times just for my pics and stuff. Silver is that first half of the aesthetic, and then I want to do like a silver transition to dark hair, white blonde transition to dark hair. I did that hair for my birthday last year, but I'm going to do it for the second half of January, which it's still going to be the general like light hair silver vibes. I think makes sense in my head. When you see my vision board for these aesthetics, you'll understand. I'm like, girl, why you ain't put no makeup on your face yet? I'm about to. Shout out to Miss Jackie Ina. One of the best makeup tips I have taken as an adult is to set your face. Even if you don't like do anything, I should color correct, but I'm not going to just because honestly I don't feel like it. But set your face before you put anything else on it. Genius. And I went against it for so long. I'm like, girl, you're crazy. That's too much product. That's too cakey. I'm not doing that. And now I'm like, girl, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I listen to you when you first introduced that method? Because my makeup has never been more flawless since. Aesthetic of the month for January, I'm going to generally call it the Silver Jubilee. My hair may not always be silver, but I'm going to keep it on the light side. And in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be like, it's all going to make sense at the end of the day. If you are wearing white or black, please put something over you before you do your makeup. Usually I like to do my makeup and then put my clothes on, but sometimes I don't. So this is one of those times where I don't, so I have a bib. I think it makes sense for me to share my aesthetics because I actually get a lot of compliments on how I dress, and I don't think I'm the most fashionista girly ever, but I want to be. And in order for me to be, I have to be willing to try new things and do different things. And I like to share that process of trying new things and doing different things and leveling up my aesthetics and my looks. So we're gonna underpaint. Let me put my hair back a little bit. I don't exactly have an aesthetic of the month right now for December. I kind of am just doing what I feel, but I feel like it's still all in the same general aesthetic because I'm wearing the same hair right now. And then I don't know. I just feel like holiday, fall vibes is my general aesthetic right now, and that's just what I'm doing. You're probably like, girl, why are you putting your contour right there? I saw a makeup artist say, when you have like a chubbier face, put it here and don't take it all the way up. Take it more closer into your mouth, but not all the way into your mouth, because obviously you can cover all that up with foundation later. But this is really what gives you a chisel up. Like, you see, that's literally right where my face has natural contour. It's literally perfect, and it actually naturally contours your face with how your face is, right? So anyways, just so bitches don't think I can't do my makeup, please. Jackie and Aaliyah raised me. Stop it. Uche as well. Alyssa, Arnell. Anyways, So I don't exactly have an aesthetic of the month for December, but I feel like all of my December looks so far are gonna give a similar vibe, except my Christmas look. My Christmas look is gonna be kind of off, but that's because it's my Christmas look. So it's not meant to be on the aesthetic. It's meant to be on the aesthetic of Christmas, which, you know what, this December that's coming next year, 2026 December, I probably am gonna go for a more like cohesive aesthetic in that regard. January's aesthetic, Silver Jubilee. February's aesthetic, Valentine's. I always love to go with a Valentine's aesthetic for February, but I haven't decided what I'm gonna call it yet. It's gonna be a Valentine's aesthetic, but I'm gonna come up with a name. But here's a little flash of an outfit that I'm gonna do for a Valentine's shoot. And here's another little flash of an outfit I'm gonna do, which it's not on my body, you can't see it, but trust me, it eats. But red hair is gonna be the aesthetic for February. March, I don't know. I don't know what March aesthetic is gonna be. I'm probably gonna drop this content on like December 31st, because I don't want to put all of this out until it's about to be January, so you can just see everything roll with the punches. But March, I don't know what the aesthetic's gonna be. You know what? Maybe we should go with like a green aesthetic for March. But the question is, what kind of color? I might do like a light brown hair, like brown hair aesthetic. That gives Luck of the Irish, March, Lucky Charm vibes. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of green. I should have came with the whole thing already planned out, but that's the thing is, I don't like to pre-plan too far, because if I pre-plan too far, Beyonce gonna drop Act 3, and then I'm gonna change up one of the months, and now everything is thrown off. So I just have to go as the year goes. But for sure, January, Silver Jubilee. February, Valentine's aesthetic. March, I think we're gonna stick with the with the St. Patrick's Day aesthetic, green vibes, green and brown. And then April, I can't tell you. I need January to come and go before I can tell you what April's gonna be. I wanna stay 2 months at least ahead in terms of aesthetic and already know what I'm gonna do. I think July though, I wanna do a 4th of July aesthetic because I have a wig I've been dying to wear to go with 4th of July. I don't know how I feel about coining 4th of July as an aesthetic for real, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have so many ideas and so many looks and things that I want to do and give and serve, and I just need to start doing them and recording the process. And right now, this is me recording the process of this look.